Well, if you thought last season's transfer window was hard, well, it's got even harder. I'll show you why. Hello, welcome to Club 2, Part 11 of the Globe Explorers. In today's episode, we shall be trying to do some transfer business. I say trying, I really mean we can struggle to do some transfers. Because, hang on, this is the budget. A transfer budget of £0, which I sort of predicted because that was what the projected transfer budget was. Then the wage budget is 350,000, which is the same as what we had. Well, in fact, it might have actually been a bit less. But at the moment, we're over our wage budget. We've got players leaving. Obviously, George Myers is leaving. He was on 18k a week, so that frees up 18,000. I don't really know who else is leaving, but we'll do the rest of the end of season stuff. So, do the expectations. The season review hasn't come up yet. It comes up after all of this bit, whereas before on FM24 it used to come up literally straight after the last game. I'm not sure what's going on, but next season they want us to play attacking football. That's fine. That's my kind of football. Play possession football. That's fine. Play entertaining football. That's fine. Play high tempo pressing football. So they've worked out what sort of football I like to play: attacking and possession based football and entertaining. That's fine. Work within the wage budget. Grow the club's reputation, that's fine. Maximum 1-year contracts for players over the age of 33, maximum 2-year contracts for players over the age of 31. Might be signing a lot of old men this year, because they're usually the ones with cheaper contracts and young players, I think. So they want us to grow the club's delivery, you already know that. They want me to work towards repairing the club's financial damage. And again, that's got nothing to do with me, Zach Povey. You're the chairperson. You should be investing money into the club. Quite frankly, I don't know how much money you've invested since I've been here. Probably about, I think like the last injection was like £4 million, which it's not enough, but I just hope, fingers crossed, we get a takeover soon. In fact, when was the last takeover? Have they had us takeover? 2026 was the last takeover. Things have gone downhill since then. It really has. I fear for Sheffield Wednesday's future. I really do. Because finances rise with £63 million in debt. That is... It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Right, end of season team meeting. What? Hi guys. Brilliant season. Right. Mid-table, nope. I think we're good. Yeah, avoid relegation, that's fine. Brother Morris, I like your motivation. We can stay up. Brilliant. I've got nothing to say. Absolutely nothing else to say. Apart from, have a good holiday, lads. Where shall we go for the training camp? So we can have Algarve, Portugal, Spain, Yorkshire and the Humber in England. Sounds very exotic. Scotland, Austria, Netherlands, France. You know what? I fancy going to France. Where else? Yeah, let's go France. It's not a bit. It's only the next country along, but at least it gets us out of England. But yeah, so right. Actually, right before we figure out what we do with the squad, right, it's time to take a look at our season review, which should be coming up next. Here we go. Let's take a look at our season review. If you didn't watch yesterday's episode, we finished top half of the league, so that was very good considering we were meant to avoid relegation. So very good to overachieve. Let's take a look at all of our signings that we did in the past season. So Albie Morgan got signing of the season. Came in, 11 assists, 5 goals. That's not too bad for a player that I thought was meant to be a backup, but he's a good player. And Yoni, he was a fantastic player. He is actually out of contract at Liverpool at the moment. He might end up signing a new contract, but we don't know. I would very much like to get him in at the end of this season if he does get released. Then Fernandes, an absolute brilliant goalkeeper, though he did concede quite a few goals. I think how many goals did he concede? 89. I'm sure he'll improve as he gets older. Who knows? We might come up against him, or we might sign him again. I do not know. Nuno Lopez, absolute brilliant striker, 19 goals for us this season. That's absolute amazing. Maurice, good winger. So he's even better this year. Josh Earl is primarily played as a centre back, but I don't know, he's a good player, good utility player, I would say. And Kieran Gardner, I mean, he was absolutely brilliant, despite the fact his current ability did say he was a national. Well, he's a League One player now, but potentially Premier League. So you never know. We might get him in again. I very much doubt that, but you never know. And Kane Ramsey, it's not the best player, but he was fine. Then Marcelin didn't really play much, but he was only a backup. And Schaefer, he was good, just good. Diarra, when he played, he was fantastic. And Barber, yeah, he was absolutely tragic. And Josh Keeley, don't really speak about him because he was only a emergency backup. So the board expected us to attempt to avoid relegation from the Championship, which, in other words, they thought we were going to get relegated, but we didn't. We finished 10th, so that's very good. FA Cup, we got knocked out in the 4th round. Carabao Cup, I was there. We got knocked out against Swansea in the 1st round. Hopefully, try and go on a bit of a cup run in both cups, hopefully, just to try and generate a bit more dosh. Our biggest win this year was a 5-0 win over Plymouth Argyle. That's absolutely amazing. Our match to remember was a 3-2 win over Sunderland. Also, goal of the season went to Fowler against. Was that the first game of the season? I think it was. It might have been. I can't really remember. Annual revenue has gone up massively. Well, not massively, just a smidgen. I mean, competition prize money has gone up massively, considering we only got to the 4th round of the FA Cup, and we got knocked out in the 1st round of the Carabao Cup, but still, it's gone up massively. Broadcast revenue has gone down slightly. Then the most popular shirts of the players on the back of the shirts were Maurice, Noel Lopez, Musaba, Barry, and Edwards. That's interesting. Interesting selection of players. Then our best 11 this year was Fernandes, Ramsey, Bernard, Georgiev, Earl, Morgan and Yoni, Fowler, Diarra, Edwards, and Noel Lopez. Okay, no Morris. No, I mean, no Hill. No, I mean that's pretty much what we would have expected. So, Club Awards. Albie Morgan picked up Fans Player of the Season, and Yoni picked up Young Player of the Season. Obviously, signing of the season was Albie Morgan. Albie Morgan also got most assists. That's very good. There's 2 record breakers. Albie Morgan got most assists by a player in the season with just 11. That's very low, but good. Worst discipline was Martin Georgiev with 19 yellow cards, 0 red cards. Very surprised he didn't get a red card. I'm actually in shock because of that. Did anyone actually get a red card? Alexis Morris got just 2 red cards. I mean, that's not too bad. I still don't know what I'm doing in terms of transfers. Oh, look at that. Biggest overachievers, Exeter City. You did actually get to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Obviously, they lost 4-0 against Liverpool, but it's a good run for them. Very good run. Just hope they can do that in real life. Yeah, I don't really know what we're doing in terms of the squad because it's not the beginning of the transfer window, so my brain hasn't gone into transfer mode yet. But the players leaving us at the end of this season are currently, just Will Vokes and Musaba. That's the only two players that are leaving us at the end of this season permanently. Then the loans going back are Schaefer, Fernardi, and Yoli, Gardner, and Fowler. Again, and Yoli is wanted by a couple of Derby. I might declare an interest in him. Just to see if that does anything. Fernard, I wouldn't mind trying to extend Fernardi's loan. But I don't think that's gonna happen. No, I'm not going to bother yet. I might try a little bit later on, but at the moment, I'm not going to yet. Yeah, budgets, well, we've got 196 wage budget available now. It's going to be interesting, right? I think I'm going to come back when the transfer window is open, which I think it's middle of June. I think it's changed. Yeah, it's 13th of June. So hopefully by then, I very much doubt I would have sold any players, but I might have signed a one or two players, possibly. It's the start of the transfer window. Haven't done any transfer business. Yeah, you know what? I'm lying. There are players leaving the club. Obviously, George Spires is leaving to join Preston on the 29th of June. Anthony Musaba is joining SC Heerenveen. He's joining them on the 1st of July. We have sold one player now. That is Kevin Mbabu. He's joined Young Boys for 30k, which it's not bad considering he did come on a free, barely started games. So it's a 30k profit. So budgets are looking like this. So transfer budget is a little better. Still can't buy any players with that. Wage budget, got 10k spare wage budget. I suspect most of my transfers will be done after June, where once Byers and Musaba have left. So hopefully by then, I'm not really sure how much free spare wage budget we're going to have. So Folks is on 22k, so Musaba's on 8k, so that's 30k. Plus all of these, so I'd say we've got at least 60k sparing up at the end of this season. Yoli has signed a new contract for Liverpool. What a numbskull. There goes my plan to try and sign him on a free transfer. Really want to come back on? No. I mean, why would he? Because we do have a fairly decent centre mid coming back from his zone. That is Ozzy Robertson. He's currently 3 stars. He's performing at championship level, so you could argue that is Njoli's replacement for this season. Or unless we do get Njoli back in on loan. But at the moment, we've still got Dimitri at the club. I want to sell him. And Louis Mutton, he's also still at the club. I can't really want to sell him. Obviously, Backinson's leaving. So is Byers and Vokes. I mean, this is going to be an absolute... It's going to be a tough transfer window. This might be harder than last year's, but let's see if we've been rumoured with. So we've been rumoured with 3 players. Jake O'Brien, he's a Irish centre-back from Mallorca. 650k. What's he been listed as? 650k. We can't afford that. Michael Venturi, again, 1.5 million. Where do they think I've got this sort of money from? Andrea Ferreira, I mean, he doesn't look a bad goalkeeper. If we could get him in, on a loan, which I we might be able to, because he hasn't played a great deal of games for Crystal Palace. I presume he's just been their backup, has he? Possibly not. Can we get him in on a loan? Possibly. But I mean, we'd have to take off the monthly fee because there's no way we can afford that. But I'm just saying, there is a chance. Apart from that, yeah, not much else has happened. So, let's take a look at the squad one more time, see what we do actually need. So, in terms of goalkeepers, obviously, Finardi is probably going to go back to Milan, unless we know, probably not going to get him back. Marcel French is coming back, but he's definitely not first team ready. He's probably going. He might go out on loan again because we do have Josh Keeley in as a backup or emergency backup, so he's kind of like our third choice, second choice if French is out on loan. Then at the moment, defensive wise, that kind of needs the most improvement, in my opinion, because in terms of centre backs, 3 of them we had last season, or the season before. The only new person is Marcelin, and he's not good. I mean, the defence needs a complete overhaul if possible. Definitely try and get in another left back and another right back as well, because Hill was playing in both positions, so kind of do need another right back and another left back, because Gardner is going back and probably won't be able to. No, I think Blackburn might end up using him. Then centre mids we need a couple of, because Agnoli's going back. Obviously, Backinson and Byers are both leaving, and Real Folks are both leaving, so that's. I don't know how many centre mids that will leave us with. Obviously, Ozzy Robinson's coming back. Right wingers, we need 2. Because Musaba's leaving, Fowler's leaving, so it's going to be a tricky transfer window, and I'm joking. I'm not going to hit the resign button yet. I haven't got to that stage yet, but I'm close. I really am close. So I'm going to come back just at the beginning of July, so after the 30th of June, where all these players have left the club, and hopefully I may have sold a few more players and possibly offered a few contracts. I very much doubt I will have signed anyone though. It's currently the 5th of July. I would say transfer business so far has actually gone very well. I'm actually surprised to say that, but it has. Budgets, they're actually looking alright. We've actually currently got just under 500k in transfer budget and 60k spare wage budget. So there's space for adjustment, but we're not going to make any adjustments just yet. We have done a lot of transfer business. We've got some offers currently ongoing. We're trying to sign a left back, Christopher Kilkenny. That's a great last name, Kilkenny. That's unbelievable. That's an unbelievable last name. Anyway, we're trying to get him in on loan from Southampton. Hopefully that move is successful. Then we're also trying to sign this guy, Manic Billy. Well, that's another great name. We're trying to sign him. He's going to be our backup right back or first choice right back. Don't really know. Then we're trying to sign a goalkeeper, Andrea Ferreira, but we're struggling in terms of trying to make a deal with Crystal Palace. Then we're trying to sign this guy. Hopefully he's coming in within the next couple of days. He'll be our right winger. Obviously we need another right winger. So let's take a look at the players that have actually come in. So we've sold one player, and that is Bailey Ty Dimitri. He has joined St. Patrick's Athletic for 59k. So pretty happy with that deal because he was a homegrown player. Sold him for 59k. That's not too bad. We have loaned out Marcel French to Barrow on loan for the rest of the season. Let's take a look at the players we've signed. I think we didn't sign anyone last season. So these are the 3 players that we've signed. Starting off with Thierry Katsakunya. He is a Welsh. He's not Welsh, is he? He's got Zimbabwe as a second nationality. Anyway, he's a Welsh centre-back. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. Good championship player, could improve slightly. I think that suggests he could be a Premier League player, potentially. You never know. We signed him from Aston Villa on a free transfer, so I think he'll be a very good signing. The next signing is Usama Tajaline. Tagaline? I think we're gonna go with Tajaline, I think. He's a Moroccan centre mid, can also play defensive mid, so if we ever need to, we can play a 4-3-3, which I very much doubt that, because we are going to stick with the 4-2-3-1. So he is 3.5 stars, 4-star potential, good championship player at the moment, but potentially leading championship. We signed him from Nice on a free transfer, so I reckon he'll be a very good player. The next signing is Callum O'Hare. He's a Irish centre attacking mid, 4-star current ability, good championship player. We signed him from Coventry on a free transfer. So very good signings, potentially more to come. So this is what the squad currently looks like. So at the moment we've just got Josh Keeney as the goalkeeper. So we will be trying to sign another one. Ideally permanent, but if not, we will try getting a lone goalkeeper. So centre backs, we've got Hill, Katsukunya, Shorjev, and Marcelin and Bernard. Then right backs, we've just got Ramsey at the moment, then potentially Malik Billy. Then left backs, we've just got Josh Earl at the moment. We hopefully will be getting in that lone left back soon. Then centre mid, and also Louis Mutton is also on his way out because he doesn't have a work permit and he's absolutely terrible. So that's why we're selling him. Centre mid, we've got Tarshaline, Shipson, Morgan, and Robinson. He's actually signed a new deal. We've got a minimum fee release clause in his contract of 14.5 million. We have actually just recently turned down a £3 million deal for him, but thankfully he did sign this new contract, so we're happy with him. He's probably going to be our starting Masala. I think we're going to be playing some form of playmaker because that's Tarjali's best position as a deep line playmaker. So we'll probably play a deep line playmaker as a Masala as the centre midfield pairing. Might change up a bit. Then attacking midfielders, we've got O'Hare and Diarra. They're right wingers. We don't have any yet. Then left wingers, we've got Edwards and Maurice. Maurice is wanted by Troyes. Have not had an offer in for him yet, but you never know what happens in this game. We could get like a big offer because its value is 12 to 13 million. So you never know if someone could offer that. I think that'd be very good for us. Then strikers, we've got Barry and Lopez. Ideally, I want one of those. I wouldn't mind Barry to move on because he wasn't that good last season, and he wasn't that good the season before. So, yeah, I might try getting another like a youngish striker, like 18 years old, with bags of potential. So at the moment, it's another goalkeeper, a right back and a left back. Centre backs we've sorted, we're overloaded. Well, we've got 5, I wouldn't call it overloaded. Centre mids, it's fine, I guess. Maybe one more youngster wouldn't hurt. There we need a couple right wingers. Cams are done, left wingers done. Strikers, possibly another youngster with bags of potential. So I reckon we're about 4 or 5 players off completing a pretty decent squad at the moment. Yeah, so I think that's probably it. So I'm going to come back just before our first league fixture of the season. Who's it against? Huddersfield. Okay, it's actually... I'm sorry. McDonald's are in the championship. What the hell's going on here? That's actually not a bad start. Huddersfield, Oxford, Hull, Plymouth, McDonald's, Black. That's quite an easy start. We should be winning all those 6 games. Portsmouth, who got promoted from League One? Who? Portsmouth finished first. So, yeah. McDonald's finished second. Wow. Whole city went up through the playoffs. Crazy! Right, like I said, I'm going to come back just before our first league match of the season. Hopefully, by then, I will have assembled a first team squad, hopefully fit for the playoffs. Before we do wrap up today's transfer special, let's take a look at all of the signings we have done in this episode. So we'll start off with the out. So we sold George Byers to Preston for 1.2 million. Jack Freeman joined Blackburn for 200k. Obviously, Musaba joined SC England on a free transfer. Bailey Ty Dimitri joined St Patrick's Athletic for 59k. That's pretty much it for the first team players that have left the club. There's moving on to the players we have bought in. We've only bought in 48.5k transfers, sold 1.5 million. That's a 1 million transfer profit, I think it is. So, first signing was Thierry Katsukunya. He is a Welsh centre-back, 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential, good championship player, could improve slightly. Probably could make the step up into the Premier League if we ever get there. We signed him from Aston Villa on a free transfer. And next signing is Usama Tajaline. He is a Moroccan centre-mid, 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. Good championship player, but potentially leading championship. Signed him from Nice on a free transfer. And next signing is Callum O'Hare. He is a Irish centre attacker with 3.5-star current ability. Good championship player. Signed him from Coventry on a free transfer. Their next signing is the one that you haven't met yet. First signing is Alessandro Arena. He is a Italian right winger, 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. Good championship player at the moment. Signed from Cremonese on a free transfer, so I reckon it'll be a good signing. And next signing is Malik Billy. He's a French right back, 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. Decent League One player at the moment, but potentially championship. Signed him from... Where did we sign him from? We signed him from Southampton on a free transfer, but previously had loads of spells at Carlisle, Bradford, Lincoln. Definitely a young player, but I'm sure we can make a decent profit on him. And next signing is Nestor Messera. He's a Argentinian left back, 2-star current ability, 5-star potential. Good National League player at the moment, but that's similar to Gardner that we had last season. He was National League, but potentially Championship, so similar player. Hopefully he can get some game time. He's on loan from Racing Club in Argentina for the whole of this season, so I reckon he'll be a good signing. Hopefully step up when we need him to. And next signing is Glenn Hancock. He's a English right winger, 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. Decent championship player at the moment, but potentially Premier League. He's on loan from Fulham for the rest of this season. Then last signing, it's a familiar face. It's Tommaso Finardi. He is a Italian goalkeeper, 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. A good championship player, but potentially Premier League. And once again, on loan from Milan for the rest of this season. Yes, he did concede 89 goals that season, but he's older now, so I guess he should be a little bit better. So, who knows? Playoffs this season? I don't know. Let's see where the season preview predicts us to finish. 18th. That's not too bad. Do we have any players in the season like Dream 11? No. It's only Crystal Palace and Burnley players. That's not. Burnley are winning the league. They've got Tammy Abraham. Is his first name actually Kevin? Tammy's just a nickname. His first name's Kevin. Wow, that is absolutely insane. I didn't even realise that. Tammy Abraham's first name is Kevin. Right. What are the predicted key players for this year? I expect we're going to have to scroll down quite a bit. Finardi and Hancock. Okay, I agree with that. What's the predicted 11? They still threat. That technically might be the 11th one. No, it won't be. It won't. Definitely not. Far from it, in fact. So anyway, this is what the current squad looks like. Let's filter the players that are not at the club. So at the moment, our two goalkeepers are Keeley and Finardi. Finardi is actually on international duty and doesn't return until the 6th of August. So he's going to miss the first league game and the Carabao Cup game. Actually, he will also miss our game against Oxford. So we're going to be without him for tomorrow's episode. That is that's not good. Actually, when are the Italian under 23s playing? Obviously, if they lose against who might have him for the next game, I do not know. It depends how the Italian under 23s do. Obviously, if they win their game, he's going to be on international duty for a little bit longer. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. So in centre backs, we've got Hill, Katsukunya, Georgiev, Marcelin, and Bernard. Then right backs, we've got Ramsey and Billy. Left backs, Masawa and Josh Earl. And centre mids, we've got Tarjaline, Shipson, Morgan, and Robertson. Morgan does want to leave because apparently he's been replaced. I don't know how, I don't know why. Because, he thinks Callum Hez coming in to replace him, but they're two different positions. So he's Morgan is I don't know. He doesn't look good anyway. Morgan. We have tried. I think we've transferred this to him, but I don't think we have. So he might be on his way out. Then attacking midfielders, we've got O'Hare and Diarra. Then right wingers, we've got Arena and Hancock. Left wingers, Maurice and Edwards. No one has made an offer for Maurice. He's not even wanted anymore. Then strikers, we've got Louis Barry and Noel Lopez. We've got this guy in the first team. I'm sure he won't be in the first team when the season starts because he's listed as a Sheffield Wednesday under 21s player. I'd say that is a pretty decent squad. I'm quite happy with that squad. It's a big squad, but I'm fine with it. Louis Mouton is probably, I think he is on his way out. Is it just Hull City in for him? So he's probably joining Hull, but he's got work permit issues. That's why we're trying to sell him. So I will see you all in the next episode where hopefully we try and make a push for the Championship playoffs, but it's a bit too early to say that. But we're playing Huddersfield and Oxford, and hopefully we get 6 points. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.